Welcome back to What's Going On in the World. I'm your host, Tommy J. Hausman, and let me tell you, from groundbreaking tech to international incidents and devastating natural disasters, it's a lot to unpack this week. Let's start with some news from the world of tech, where China is rapidly pulling ahead in the field of humanoid robotics. The recent World Robotic Conference 2024 in China unveiled a wave of sophisticated machines designed to seamlessly integrate into our daily lives. One standout is the Ling ZX1, an open-source robot created by a company called AGIBot. This means developers can build upon the existing technology and push the boundaries of what's possible. They're aiming to produce 100 of these robots per month by the end of the year. OpenAI, the masterminds behind ChatGPT, are also making waves with their humanoid robot Neo. This 5 feet 5-inch robot is being designed as a home assistant, helping with tasks like carrying groceries, chores, and even providing companionship. There's a lot more going on with humanoid robots, and by my estimates, there might be as much as 200,000 humanoid robots in the U.S. labor force in 2 years. Now, in some somber news out of the Middle East, tensions are escalating following the death of Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah. The Israeli Defense Forces claimed responsibility for the airstrike that killed Nasrallah at the group's headquarters in Beirut. Israel maintains that the strike was a response to Hezbollah's attacks against its citizens. But the assassination has sent shockwaves through the region, raising fears of wider conflict. World leaders, including U.S. Secretary General Antonio Guterres, have expressed grave concerns over the potential for destabilization. The situation remains tense as Israel continues airstrikes on Lebanon, and Hezbollah vows to continue its holy war. Meanwhile, here in the U.S., Hurricane Helene has left a trail of devastation across the southeast. The storm, which made landfall as a Category 4 hurricane in Florida, brought record-breaking rainfall and catastrophic flooding to parts of North Carolina and Tennessee. The death toll is sadly approaching 50, with numerous fatalities reported across Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas. Rescue workers are facing a monumental task as hundreds of roads remain closed, cutting off access to devastated communities. In other news, a defamation lawsuit filed by voting technology company Smartmatic USA against the conservative network Newsmax has been settled. The lawsuit centered around false allegations of voter fraud in the 2020 presidential election. Details of the settlement haven't been made public, but Smartmatic said it would continue to pursue legal action against entities that spread misinformation about the company and the 2020 election. And now for some lighter news. A new study suggests that going vegan might just be the key to turning back the clock. Researchers found that participants who followed a vegan diet for 8 weeks showed significant reductions in biological age as measured by DNA methylation. I went vegan for 7 years. I eating meat again, but after reading this, hell, I'm going back to being vegan. So that's all for this week, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me for another episode of What's Going On in the World. Hopefully I'll see you next week. Goodbye.